Hey everyone on my channel, this is Ella Sorrowful for Actually Autistic, here to explain why I personally think Gangle is an autistic-coded character from the Amazing Digital Circus. Before we start, I will warn the audience this video will touch on dark themes like ableism and self-harm of autistics. Autism spectrum disorder can be vary based on the individual with autism. It's called a spectrum for a reason, because not everyone will be the same. Please do know that I cannot diagnose you. You have to see a specialist, and I don't blame anyone for self-diagnosing since it's super hard to get an autism diagnosis. Now let's focus on Gangle's character. Going into each episode of the Digital Circus is where I found a couple traits of hers, one of them being saying the rules to Jax. From my experience, this is to stay out of trouble from higher authority like the boss, principal, or teacher. Now, before criticizing Jax, I myself have cosplayed him, so I don't want any Jax defenders in the comments because I hope as a fandom we can acknowledge that Jax is an asshole character. Jax reminds me of a lot of ableists that pick on us for existing in the real world and will use the excuse, "Oh, you can't take a joke." If the joke makes you cry at night, was it really that funny at all? Back to Gangle. Her working at Spudsy's brought a lot of flashbacks of me masking when I used to work retail. I was trying my best to be the good worker, going above and beyond when people lied to me and say this is how you get a raise. The sad reality is this is not true. Retail doesn't care if you work hard, and I just wasted a lot of time covering shifts for this make-believe raise. I felt the scene where Gangle takes off the mask and starts screaming, because I felt this many times clocking off my shifts, including working at a red store where I had a customer ask me, "Is this the restarted lane?" Like Gangle, it's where we take off the mask when it's too late. The burnout emotions have already bubbled to the surface and it leads to harmful thoughts. And trigger warning, I will show the statistics of autistic adults who have self-harm. Even though I don't like masking, this is a survival technique and this can be done without me realizing it. I will showcase a person of color, autistic, explaining why unmasking for them can be super dangerous.
They have bunk beds. I always build an anti-stimulation fort whenever I am in shared living spaces. I cannot work if I don't have a stimulation-free zone. Everybody knows at this club that I build this fort and that I need this fort. As dancer shows up, the bunk above me is the only free bunk available. So she takes the mattress off of that bunk and puts it on the ground. This causes my tent to fall apart. I'm in my tent decompressing, and I, as a Black neurodivergent, automatically know that I am not allowed to have any kind of reaction to this. She goes, "Ooh, sorry about your tent," and then starts trying to initiate conversation with me. Mind you, this is a woman who already knows that I'm neurodivergent, and I've spoken with her personally about why this tent is important. But she was counting on me not saying anything and me being polite. She's in my face, still trying to talk to me, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to get up and get out of this bed, do some makeup, and just walk out on the floor because I'm being overstimulated right now. And I'm trying to filter out what she's saying and get my center back because I'm so overwhelmed. I can feel the back of my neck getting hot. I can feel the panic starting in my chest. I'm holding back tears. I've got my earplugs in. My skin is burning. But I know if I ask her to stop speaking to me, it'll be the full waterworks. She keeps trying to initiate conversation with me and talk to me. She knows that what she did was incredibly rude, and she wants me to validate that it was okay. I can't.
Back to Gangle. The other way I relate to her is the drawing. When I feel overwhelmed by my emotions, drawing or poem writing is the only way I can explain my emotions. And when I shut down, again, my voice box just stops working. And there will always be ableists like Jax wondering if we can be happy and function in this world that wasn't built for disabled people to function properly. Of course, people like Jax would tell us that we're being a baby and we need to get over it. In my comments, I have seen this many times, so it's nice to have people like Zubul to remind us that we don't exist for ableist entertainment and that you are a human being. The sad reality of when Wednesday Adam was being autistic coded, a lot of people would tolerate her because she's pretty and fictional. in real life, even if you are pretty, they would say you are faking your autism. Back to Gangle, when she was asking Zubul, how do you like a part of you that makes existing difficult? And there are days where I get frustrated with my disability because I have to hold the hand of people on TikTok. It's not a quirky trait you can pick up and drop. It is a disability at the end of the day. I get overwhelmed by every smell, sound, and my brain feels like a robot scanning everyone's face. And the other frustrating part is when I want to speak when I'm overwhelmed, but I can't because my disability is like, nope. I have to text my boyfriend to talk because I physically cannot talk when I'm in shutdown mode. And the frustrating part is I have no control when my voice shuts down, and I have to figure out a way to communicate with my boyfriend. This is a disability I have to live with the rest of my life. And this is the main reason why I had to leave TikTok, because of the misinformation about autism really pisses me off. This is why it pisses me off when people treat it as a quirky trait you can have, when the reason I struggle a lot and had to file for disability. But back to Gangle. I definitely want to focus on the scene with Kane torturing her with the painting of their face. She is sitting there on the floor, shutting down, knowing the mask is slowly melting. This got to me when I first saw this. I was thinking, yep, this sums up me being autistic and trying to mask daily. It feels like your soul is slowly melting away as you're looking at yourself wondering why you put up this mask. But you do because you know if you don't mask, you could put your life in danger. This explains why masking can be harmful, but a lot of autistics, including myself, have to because autism is not accepted, even now. This is why a lot of autistic advocates will still use autism awareness during April. From my own experience, I've had a lot of ableists film, take pictures of me without my consent just for existing as an autistic adult. The thing is, they don't even know I have autism. They can just sense something is off with me. And this is why I struggle posting some days, and I'm really sorry about this. I really try to post as much as I can, and thank you to my subscribers who are super patient with me. You're all amazing. But please remember, I don't post a lot because sometimes I have to get offline and lay in bed with my cat. Back to Gangle, I relate a lot with her character. And after the Spudsies episode is where I can confirm she is masking, and like her, I'm still trying to find a mask that is helpful to me and will not send me to burnout. It's hard, and a lot of my autistic subscribers understand the frustration of finding a mask that fits you. Thank you all for hearing my video on Gangle. Let me down below if you think any other characters might be autistic coded, and always remember, you belong here. Bye!